is David with Cartoon Fortress. Today I have more Criterion coverage for you. Now, as of late, we've covered a lot of Criterion on this channel, so much so that I'm thinking about renaming the channel Criterion Fortress. But on a serious note, I was fortunate enough to be able to secure a copy of a box set that I've been after for a little bit. I was kind of on the fence about it and decided to go for it. So we'll go ahead and look at that in a second. But first, I want to say the sale is still in full swing. The Barnes Noble Criterion sale that does carry forward until August 2nd. So if there are any titles that you're after, anything that you're still wanting to pick up, you still have time to do that. From what I understand and just reading online different groups that I'm a part of, it seems like stock has gone back up for some items. So definitely if there's something that you're after and you can't get in store, check barnesnoble.com. And yeah, from what I understand, there's still potential there to pick up some of the big titles from this sale, which there's been a few titles that have definitely been kind of the star of the show this month, namely Come and See and War of the Worlds has been picked up a lot. There's the Scorsese shorts. This coming Tuesday, I'm really excited for Noah Baumbach's Marriage Story. That's seeing its Blu-ray debut here on Tuesday in a very nice package. We will definitely be covering that on this channel. But for now, we're going to go ahead and focus on a box set that I picked up. And I just had this delivered today. I actually ordered this specific set through Amazon. And Amazon's price matching a lot of the sets. In this case, they did. This was one of those sets that they price matched. So on Amazon, this is $49.99. This is 3 Silent Classics by Josef von Sternberg. Now, this particular set is an upgrade from a previous Criterion DVD release, which was also in box set form. Obviously, here we have the Blu-ray, and it has obviously the same 3 films here, and the accompanying book inside. So if you're a fan of Josef von Sternberg or of silent film, I hear these are a real treat. Now, there's another set in the collection that focuses on Josef von Sternberg and his partner in crime, I guess you could say, Marlene Dietrich. Now, there's the Criterion set, and I wanted to also highlight here, I've unboxed this and featured this box set on the channel before, but I want to show it here as well, since we are talking about the films of von Sternberg. Here we have, this particular set is Marlene Dietrich and Josef von Sternberg at Paramount, 1930 to 1935. So this is the collaboration, the partnership between Marlene Dietrich and Josef von Sternberg, and the several years that they were producing films together. And in this case, we get 6 films. We get Morocco, Dishonored, Shanghai Express, Blonde Venus, Scarlet Empress, and finally The Devil is a Woman. Now, as stated, Criterion has a I won't say a matching set because there are some differences, but a very similar set called Dietrich and von Sternberg in Hollywood, I believe is the name of that set. But either way, if you get the Criterion set or this very well put together set from Indicator, whom I'm a really big fan of, either way you go, both sets, this and the Criterion counterpart, are both still in print. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely take a look at that. But for today, we're going to go ahead and again focus on this set of 3 silent classics by Josef von Sternberg. Now, these films range from years 1927 to 1928. 2 of the films are 1928, and the first film is 1927. This predates the films in the Dietrich von Sternberg set by 2 years. So their partnership didn't start until a couple years after this. These are silent films. The films in the other box set are not. So for now, let's go ahead and get this unboxed and see what's on the inside. Okay, so here is the set. This is 3 silent classics by Josef von Sternberg. Here's a closer look at the cover image here. Very similar look and feel to the Criterion box set with him and Dietrich. And yeah, I think these would actually make a really nice kind of matching pair, if you will, this and the other set. So let's go ahead and jump to the side here. So we have our 3 films here: Underworld, The Last Command, and The Docks of New York. And then we also have the book that accompanies the films. Jumping to the back here, if you want, you can go ahead and read up on the introduction to this set. So Underworld is from 1927. That comes in at a runtime of 81 minutes. And these are all black and white and silent. The Last Command is from 1928 with a runtime of 88 minutes. And finally, The Docks of New York from 1928 also, and a runtime of 75 minutes. So nothing too commanding in terms of a runtime on any of these films, which seems to be the case with a lot of the silent films. There's never a really extended kind of runtime on any of those films, is something that I've noticed. But looking down near the bottom here, we have a listing of the supplements on this set. Not as supplement rich as other sets in the collection, but still some really great features to get into here, and I'm certainly looking forward to doing so. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the actual set itself here. Okay, so these all, get these all out of the box here. So we'll go ahead and set our box aside. So we'll go ahead and start with the last film here. So this is The Docks of New York. Give you a closer look at that cover image there. And I do like that these have the individual year on each of these. And I did fail to mention, okay, so the box set itself, so there's some multiple spine numbers here. So the box set itself is spine number 528. And then we have Underworld is 529. The Last Command is 530. And finally, The Docks of New York is 531. So we do get individual spine numbers for each kind of element here, the box set and the individual films. So that's something interesting to note. And then, whoops, let's go to the back on this one, on The Docks of New York. So there you have the synopsis and the features included. And then here's the inside. So if we take this out, there's the image here behind the disc and over on the side here. And there's the artwork on the disc itself. All right, next up we have The Last Command. Again, also from 1928. flip over to the back here for the synopsis and special features. And there's the image on this one and the disc art. All right, so since we're going in reverse order, here is the first film in the set. Oh, this is Underworld. This is definitely my favorite cover image out of the three films. Some great black and white photography. And then on the back here is the synopsis and special features. There's the image on the inside, as well as our disc art there. Okay, so that is the three films, and last but certainly not least here, we have the book that's here with the films. So on the spine here, it just has the title of the box set, and then we have this intriguing image here on the cover, and then nothing on the back. We'll go ahead and take a look in here. So the table of contents here suggests that we have a few different essays, and then some information on the transfers, and also some cast and credit info. I really like the look and feel of even the table of contents. Just the type on here is really nice, and then great photographs included. So here we have information about the films themselves. And our first essay here, Dreamland, Jeffrey O'Brien on Underworld. All right, lots of text to get to here. And here we have Illusions and Delusions, Anton Case on The Last Command. And On the Waterfront, Luc Sante on the Docks of New York. Sorry if I'm butchering those names. Oh, and then some information on the scores by Robert Israel. So that'll be really interesting. Here we have a kind of a centerfold image. Some more essays here. So lots to read up on here, which is great. Flip through the last bit here. Here we have von Sternberg on Jannings. So the following is excerpt from director Josef von Sternberg's 1965 autobiography, Fun in a Chinese Laundry. Interesting. So some passages from his autobiography. And then there's our information about the transfers, special thanks and acknowledgments, and finally production credits. And we're greeted here with this final image in the book. So really great accompanying book there with the films, which is always nice. I love watching the films, but sometimes the real fun comes in exploring information that's included about the films after the fact. So in a lot of cases, even if there's, not that I come across this a lot, but if there are films that maybe I don't connect with as much, the interesting thing is that the chances are the supplements on the set are going to be enough to cover kind of the price of admission, if you will. There's so many great supplemental features on Criterion releases and others as well. I featured the set from Indicator, the Josef von Sternberg set from Indicator, and they're another label that just does an amazing job with supplements. So watching the films is really just the first part of the adventure of owning one of these sets, which is great. So this is 3 Silent Classics by Josef von Sternberg, released by the Criterion Collection. All right, everybody, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come stop by the channel. I do appreciate it. If you found this video helpful in any way, definitely hit that subscribe button, the like button, and as always, the bell icon so that you will be notified when I upload new content in the future. Also, if you're picking up any titles during this Criterion sale, definitely let me know down in the comments what titles you're acquiring. I know there's a lot available. It can be overwhelming, but we're lucky to have something like the Criterion Collection that offers so many great titles. So definitely let me know in the comments what you're picking up, what you plan to pick up. As I stated earlier at the beginning of the video, I've got a Marriage Story that I'm looking at next week, as well as a few other titles. So hopefully I'm able to find those, and we'll go ahead and continue the Criterion sale coverage and just general Criterion coverage here on this channel. So until next time, this is David signing off with Cartoon Fortress, and I hope you have a wonderful day.